Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Lily. This is Big Girls Really Do Cry, and this is the Positivity Plan Step 2. I really hope you've all had a really good week and you've managed to fill in the back of your book with more positives from the week, filling it in every day and looking over it to see a constant stream of positive things. And I also hope that you manage to do all your write down all your worries and thoughts and feelings and stresses and all those things into your jar. I mean, you can add to it if you need to. It's not impossible if you think of something else, because sometimes we do that. So anyway, on to step 2. For step 2, you will need your notebook and a pen, and this is basically to write down all the positive stuff in your life, and just using this notebook. So I will explain along the way and show you how to do it. Now, I have started mine with a list of people, so a list of people in my life. So I've just titled the top people in my life. Now these can be anything from friends, family, neighbours, etc. You know, just people who you love and like in your life and who love and like you. So I've put my children, I've put my sister and brother, my nieces and nephews, my aunties and uncles, my cousins, and then I've put some friends who I know personally, I've known since I was young, etc. And then I've wrote my internet family, because there's loads of people that I've met through the internet, and I'm not naming names because I'll probably miss someone and that just doesn't work. And in my intention, and hopefully theirs, is to meet up in the future, and when I do, I'm going to add them by name, but at the moment I've just put my internet family. And so out of all these people that's in your life, you know, these are the people who are there for you when you need things, etc. When you need help, or there to support you if you're feeling low. And usually in amongst everyone's friends and family, there's people who you can go to, who have great logic and things like that, for if you're feeling worried about something or anything like that, really. So that's the first step, so list everyone in your life, all the people. Then what I've done is I've just left a few pages blank so that I can continue adding to that list as time goes on. And so the next thing is to make some happy lists. Now, happy playlists to be exact. So my first happy playlist is for movies, and I'll show you, because I've started to write them out. So there's my first page, and these are films that I can watch that are easy to watch, the feel good films, sort of happy films that, you know, if you're feeling a little bit like you just need to, I don't know, hide away a little bit or whatever, you can watch one of these, and the kind of feel good films, and they make you like feel a bit more positive and things like that. And like I said, they're easy to watch, so there's no, you know, you don't have to think about it. But on my list I have Mrs. Doubtfire, I've got White Chicks, I've got Mamma Mia, Legally Blonde, The Devil Wears Prada, Bring It On, Sister Act, Bridesmaids, Forrest Gump, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, The Goonies, Big, Grease, Dirty Dancing, Matilda, Home Alone, and I know there's loads and loads more, but I just wanted to write a few down to show you, and I will obviously continue to add to this list as time goes on. And sometimes, you know, in the recent times I might watch something, and obviously as time goes on I'll probably watch something new, and that will then be added to this list. Okay, so next is to again leave out a few pages so that you've got more space to write. for the movies. And my next list is a happy playlist for music. Now, I've left more space after this one because music is much more my go-to if I need a bit of a perking up, I think is the word, you know. And the one full song that I always go for is Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves. I cannot help but like feel upbeat after that song. If I start to feel low, I just blast that, start tapping my foot, and I'm away, you know what I mean. So again, I've just done the list like that. This is like the full page done. So I've got Walking on Sunshine, I've got Happy by Pharrell Williams, Soul Sister by Train. Now some of these songs could have a connection. So Soul Sister by Train is something that when I was poorly in a hospital, I asked my brother to compile as a happy playlist, and he put that on, and he also put on Mr. Blue Sky by ELO and Don't Stop Me Now by Queen. So I've added all those because, like, well, they're just fab songs and really upbeat and make you want to like get involved, sing along, shake your body. I've also got Put Your Records On by Corinne Bailey Rae, Shiny Happy People R.E.M., Uptown Funk by Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars, I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas, Don't Worry Be Happy, Bobby McFerrin, Girls Just Want to Have Fun, Cyndi Lauper, Can't Stop the Feeling, Justin Timberlake, Shake It Off by Taylor Swift, Juice by Lizzo. That reminds me of my daughter, so that's always an upbeat thing, because she loves that song and she likes Lizzo. So ABC by the Jackson 5, 9 to 5 Dolly Parton, I'm So Excited, Pointer Sisters, Wake Me Up Before You Go Go Wham, Here Ya by Outkast, So What by Pink, and Born This Way by Lady Gaga. So them might be some ideas for you, but you know, please create your own playlist, write them all down on here. And if you do have the ability to, I mean, you can create playlists on YouTube for free, which you can do, but if you have Spotify or anything like that, you know, make yourself, I think, is it Apple Play? I'm not really sure what the other one's called, but make yourself a playlist on there. And you know, if you're ever feeling the slightest bit meh kind of thing, stick it on and I'm sure it'll help you feel a bit better. Okay, so the next thing is things that you love to do, and it's things that you love to do that keep your mind and your body active. Now, I'm not very good at doing the whole body active side of things, because you know, as a lot of you know, I'm in a wheelchair, etc. But you know, I do what I can, and that's what this is about. It's about doing what you can. So I've again just done the same thing, made a list like that. I will obviously add more to it, but for now I've just put, so things I love to do is chatting with friends, going out to take photographs, going down the beach, going to the parks, watching TV, watching films, going live on YouTube, making videos for YouTube. I enjoy writing and reading. I love getting cuddles off Jasper. Jasper's my dog, if you don't know. I also love to watch YouTube itself, and I love to listen to music. So there are some things. Obviously there's going to be loads of other things that I can think of that I can add on as time goes on, and also things that that become things I love that I might not know about yet, which then can be added on to this list. And I do understand that right now we're in the middle of a pandemic, and also like, so that can be hard to sort of think of some of the things, because a lot of the things that you used to love may be outside. But I mean, still put them on the list. At the moment, obviously it's not something that you may be able to do, but it is something that you will be able to do in the future. And you know, in the meantime, you know, a lot of people are learning new things, you know, whether it's like taking up doing doing cooking and stuff. A lot of people's been doing that, baking, cooking, crocheting, knitting, that type of thing, colouring in, jigsaws, you know, there's loads of different things that you can do. In fact, jigsaws, I actually quite like doing them, but I do them online, because there's not much space around me, so it's easier for me, so I tend to do them online. Anyway, moving on again. So again, leaving some space to write, you know, leaving a few sheets to write some more things down. So the next thing is things that help me relax. So taking photographs is a massive deal for me. I never thought that it would be a thing for me, to be honest. I go out, I've got the camera, and I just disappear, which sounds weird, maybe, I'm not sure, but you might understand, some people might not. But I'll be taking photographs and of the wildlife and the things around me, and it's amazing what you don't see. Like before having the camera, it was amazing before that, what I didn't see, what I would have just walked past and didn't take any notice of. But I just totally get involved in taking photographs, and the sort of world melts around us, which is amazing. And so if you've got anything like that that can help you relax, it's just an unreal thing, you know. My next one is writing. Now actually I love to write. My grammar and etc. is not very good. I think I probably have some sort of dyslexia in the way I see words and the way I want to say them and stuff, but that aside, it still doesn't stop the fact that I do love to write. I have all sorts of things in my head, like of stories, and I do quite a lot of poetry, and it's so cathartic. I find it such a relief, like if I'm especially if I'm feeling low, even just to write down your feelings, and just to, even if no one ever sees them, you know what I mean, like you can just write it down. So I'm sick of today, da 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 da, and you get it out of your body, get it out your system, you know, rip it into pieces, put it in the bin, and it's gone, you know what I mean. I find it really, really helpful to do that, and you know, I would recommend it to anyone. And I mean, it might not be for you, but you might try it and realise it actually does work for you too, so that's always a good thing. Reading, though I haven't done so much reading recently, I do like to read. It's getting lost in that sort of book, especially when you've got a good book, and you know, instantly want to know what happens and all of that sort of thing, and just getting lost into that world, which you can also do with television and movies as well, where you can truly get lost in what's happening, which is great. Things that also help me relax is chatting with friends, especially when you're chatting and having a laugh and just joking. It's all just light-hearted, bit of banter, bit of fun. It's great. Painting my nails. I really like painting my nails. I find it very relaxing, you know, just to sit there and file them all. And I mean, they're not painted at the moment, to be honest, but to sort of like give them a little mini manicure and then paint them, and it makes us feel, I know this might sound strange, but I don't know, it makes us hold my hands different. It makes us feel more, it's like if you go in, if you know, I don't know, you sort of like this a bit more, like, I don't know where it is, but it just makes us feel happier, so why not, and relaxed. Anyway, moving on. Next one is mindfulness. Now mindfulness, you can get on apps, or there's loads of it on YouTube. Just find the correct things for you, and it's just about zoning out for, I don't know, 10, even 5 minutes, sometimes half an hour, however long you need. Just usually lying on a bed, and I tend to just lie flat on my bed, press play on something, and it's like a talking relaxation, and then you just close your eyes and just melt into the world of whatever the person's saying, and I find it so relaxing, and helpful, you know, to me, and I'm sure some other people do too. The next one is music. it has to be the right music to be able to relax to. Obviously, if it's upbeat music like the happy playlist, that's not going to be relaxing. I suppose you're going to be, although I suppose it is relaxing, because you still enjoy, if you're enjoying yourself, then it is a relaxing thing, I guess, so why not? The one thing that I miss that I'd really like to do is have a bath, you know, like just a chill out bath. Obviously I can't do that, but yeah. And you may live with people, like you may have a daughter or someone that you live with who you're able to maybe paint each other's nails or have a little pamper spa day with each other and things like that, and all those things will add up. And obviously just add them to your list as you're going along, after you've written down the initial ones you've thought of. So the last part of step 2 is positive quotes and affirmations. Now I love positive quotes, I have to say, I really do, and I think writing them down is just a reminder to continue to be positive. So reading something positive, and I really do think that positivity breeds positivity. So my first one is, you can't have a positive life with a negative mind. And I know this, I used to have a negative mind. I didn't just have my glass wasn't half full, it was not even usable and at the back of the cupboard broken type of thing. So I definitely know that is something that needs to change. Whether that requires some help to do so, like it did with me, you know, that is something we'll probably come to at the nearer in the next step, I would think. Yeah. So next quote is, you make a life out of what you have, not what you're missing. I think that's the one thing, is that we're always either looking back or looking forward, that we're not actually in the present. So we're always thinking, oh, in the future when this happens, or in the future when that happens, or I can't wait for to go on this holiday, I can't wait for my birthday then, or I can't wait till I get married here. And it's always either looking forward or we're looking back to, oh, remember when we did this, or remember that holiday there, or I so wish we were there now, or, you know, whatever it is, we never really appreciate the sort of here and now. So that, and then obviously making a life out of what is here and now, that is basically what I'm trying to say. Next one is, you are enough just as you are, which is true. We are, you know, we are unique, we are one-offs. There's no other one like us. You can't replace us, and you are enough. That's the thing. And it's sad that so many of us, me included at one time, didn't think that. But hopefully this will help you look at things more positive. Alright, next one is, if it costs you your peace, it's too expensive. And that is totally true. Now this could be with a friend who is causing you issues. It could be with a job that's causing you issues. And, you know, it's possible to make changes to these things, because if it's costing you peace and you are constantly chewed about it, stressed about it, worried about it, then it truly is too expensive. So yeah, so I really like that one. The next one is, you didn't come this far to only come this far, and that is also true. So that is with anything you're doing within your life, you know, in any which way. Okay, the next one is, you were born to be real, not to be perfect. And this is true. We are born to be real. We aren't perfect. Not one person is perfect. No matter how much you look at someone else and think, oh, their life looks perfect, their body looks perfect, their teeth look perfect, whatever it is, no one is perfect, and no one is fully happy 100% with everything in their life, you know. And even though it might look like it on the outside, it truly isn't. True. Okay, and the last one that I've wrote down is, your life is your garden, your thoughts are your seeds. If your life isn't awesome, you've been watering weeds. Now, I love this quote, and it's basically saying that if the voice in your head is feeding you negative thoughts, then, you know, you're never gonna do positive things, and you're always gonna, whether that be sort of self-hate thoughts or feelings that you can't do it or whatever it is, if you're gonna have negative thoughts, then you know, if it's you saying you can't do something, then you probably won't, because if you're telling yourself you can't, or you're telling yourself you won't, then you won't. Okay, so that is the last of step 2. Now obviously continue writing your daily positives in the back. I've got a few there, a few more written in. Obviously I'm doing this earlier than you'll see it, so there'll be more in as that goes on. And continue to add to all of these different things. So if you meet new people, add on more songs to your playlists and more movies to your movie lists. Adding to the quotes, keep adding to the things that relax you as you go along through the next week. And again, you know, just write it all in here, and you know, keep it beside you so you know where it is. If you're going somewhere, take it in your bag, keep it by your bedside table so you can write your last things at night. Just basically take it everywhere with you. Yeah, and just add anything positive that you can think of that can focus your mind, like from basically now on and in the future, to continue to be positive. So it's like a little book of positivity right here. Okay, so I hope you got on well with the mini challenge last week. I have set another one. This mini challenge involves another 3 different things. So the first thing is to try something new. Now this can be absolutely anything. So it can be from a food item, it can be from a different kind of genre of film or book or music that you wouldn't normally do. It can be a new hobby, so maybe you could try something that you've wanted to try and haven't, or maybe you could just try something different. So say like an adult colouring book or jigsaws or whatever it is, you could try and see if you like it. Also, if like for instance if you do an exercise or whatever, it could be a different type of exercise, or if you're doing like your exercise outside, as in what we're allowed to do during this lockdown, you could walk a different way. So maybe you walk a normal the same route, or you go the same way. Maybe you could try a different way and just see where you get to. And you know, it's just about trying something new, trying something different, and you never know, because you might like it, and that's the thing. And if you don't, that's no hardship. At the end of the day, it's still a positive that you've tried it, and that's the thing. Okay, and then mini challenge 2 is to connect with either a member of your family or a friend that you haven't spoke to in quite a while, and just sort of give them a ring, give them a text, you know, see how they're doing, have a little bit of a chat and a bit of catch up. I think just to sort of say hi, how you doing, how's it going, what you've been up to, you know, have you took up baking, have you know, whatever it is that we have to do within this lockdown, just a message, just a hello, and see where they're at in their life and stuff. And the third thing is, I've put spring clean, but I'm not asking you to spring clean your whole house. What I'm going to say is just a small area. So it could be a bedside table, it could be your bookshelf, it could be your pan cupboard, it could be your tin cupboard, it could be your makeup, it could be your clothing, whatever it is, just a small piece of the area. Like, I mean, not all of your clothing, but say maybe your pajama drawer or whatever, or your coats or something like that, and either you know, have a spring clean and sort of declutter, as it were, and maybe you'll end up with a few things that you can sell, or maybe you can donate a few things to charity when those charity shops reopen. Just put them in a bag ready somewhere, and you can add to it as you go along if you wish to, and you never know, you might end up with like a little bag full for them. Or you might make yourself a few pounds by putting them on eBay or sticking them on Facebook Marketplace, for instance, and then you could use that money to add something positive and happy. Bunch of flowers for yourself, some chocolates, or a bottle of wine, or whatever you fancy. Anyway, so that's the last of the mini challenge. I hope I explained that easy enough for everyone to understand. If anyone has any questions, please leave them in the comments below, or if you prefer, you can contact me via my Instagram or email, the details of which are in the description box below. So thank you very much everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will catch you again a week today with step 3. Bye bye now.